Hey everyone, Cole Karski here, Beef Outdoors, and welcome back to another Tackle Talk Tuesday. The video that this is paired with is going to be up in the corner here. This is a Monday Night Multi-Species League video where we caught multiple species and we rounded out our whole limit of bluegills or sunfish on this style of lure. So what I'm going to be talking about is the hair panfish jig. And there's one that I like to use specifically, and there's a good reason for it. So the first jig I'm going to talk about, or the jig I'm going to talk about, is the tiny Tickler jig. They're right here in my groove box. I have a couple colors I really like to throw, and that is the pink and white and the black and yellow. Those two colors basically take care of all watercolors for me, and I have confidence in both of those colors. And so the reason I like this tiny Tickler jig is it adds some bulk. Once the early season passes, I want to pick out the biggest fish in the school. If I put on, say, one of my real small mission tackle panfish jigs and a Euro tackle soft plastic, I'm going to definitely get bit, and I still might get the biggest ones in the school, but I might have to weed through more of the tiny fish. By using this bigger, bulkier profile, I'm weeding through some of those real tiny fish and getting the bites I want in league. Now what I'm doing with this jig is I'm simply rigging it on a slip bobber setup. Here's the one I was using. As you can tell, it's lost a little bit of its fluff as compared to the one that hasn't hit the water yet. This one's been used. But what I do is I just take a piece of crawler and I nip it right on the hook for some scent. This is the one time where I don't pull out the billy rub just because the rub gets into the hair and it doesn't ploof this quite the same. I suppose I could rub it right here in the little soft body plastic part, but I usually just tip a little tiny piece of crawler on it. I'm throwing this jig on a JB Lures slip bobber, a couple split shots, slip knot and bead, and I have this on 4-pound mono, and I have it on my Della Bay Voyager panfish slip bobber rod. This rod's 7 feet long and light action, and I use all 7 feet of this rod to be able to cast out far away from the boat, because I've got a pretty small presentation when it comes down to it. This doesn't weigh a ton, so I don't want to be right on top of the fish. I need to still be able to pitch out far at them. The reel I have paired with this is an Honor XT from PC Fun. It's 1000 size. Pairs super well on this rod. Balances so awesome. Check that out right there. And it's got a really smooth drag, and it really helps with the casting distance. So if you're looking to bulk up your panfish setup and get those biggest fish in the schools, look at the tiny Tickler jig from JB Lures. They come in some great colors. I also have the blue one here, pink and white. Just awesome jigs. You'll be super happy you did. Little piece of crawler. And I also caught us a bass in Multi-Species League. It helps weed through, and it's got a nice sized hook so that if you do run into a walleye or a bass, because those fish love hair jigs too, you have the confidence that you'll be able to land them. It's Cole Karski, Beef Outdoors. Tight lines, everyone.